Hi friends, and welcome to Storytime with Mrs. B. I'm Mrs. B, and today we're going to read from our book, Love Your Neighbor. And today's story from our book is titled, Lost and Found Money. Marcella and her mother sat under the eucalyptus tree that grew behind their cottage. There the two koala bears wove baskets from the leaves of the towering gray tree. When they had completed a dozen baskets, Marcella put them on her arm. "Bye-bye, Mama," the daughter said. "I'm taking these to sell at the market." Marcella trundled toward the square where stalls brimmed with spinach, kiwis, oranges, and apples. A jeweler sat on a stool and fixed tiny springs in metal cases. Ironworkers brought knives and forks and spoons to sell, and carpenters set out their furniture for everyone to examine. Marcella spread out a checkered cloth and displayed her baskets. All day long animals came to buy her wares. A bandicoot bought a nice green basket, and the numbat picked one with stripes. Later, a pygmy gliding possum bought the one with the leather bottom, and a spotted cuscus took the final one, a lovely basket the color of moss. Marcella was exhausted from all the talking, all the showing, all the haggling over the proper price to be paid. As she leaned over to fold her checkered cloth, she saw a small bundle that she hadn't seen before. "What is this?" she wondered. As she untied the package, Marcella couldn't believe her eyes. Here was $50. This was more money than she had ever seen before. She wanted to tell someone what she had found, but the sun was almost down and everyone had gone by then. Marcella ran all the way home and proudly explained how she had found the bundle on the ground. "You know you didn't earn this money," her mother said, "so we will return to the market first thing tomorrow to find the rightful owner." The next day, the two koalas walked back to the market. Before they had a chance to begin their search, they met a wombat who was asking if anyone had found some money. "Oh, I have," Marcella said, holding out the $50. She was happy to have discovered the owner of such a large sum of money. She thought he must have been very sad to have misplaced it. The wombat, who was dressed in a fine silk shirt and wore a most expensive fedora, looked at the money in Marcella's paw. "That's not what I lost," he said. "I lost twice that much, $100. Where is the rest of it?" "But that's all I found," Marcella explained. She felt frightened as the wombat glowed at her. "I want all of my money back," the wombat continued. He wiped his brow with a starched paw kerchief. It's all I found," Marcella said, her voice getting smaller and smaller. "You are a dishonest little girl," said the wombat as he wagged his manicured claw in front of her nose. "Now wait a minute," Marcella's mother interrupted. "My daughter only is trying to help return the money to its owner." Everyone in the market gathered around out of curiosity. The wombat continued his accusations, and Marcella no longer knew what to say. Then a voice came from the crowd. "This is no way to settle a dispute." A kangaroo stepped forward. "I'm a judge, so let me decide what is fair." "Yes, yes, let her decide what is fair," everyone agreed. So the kangaroo questioned Marcella. "I believe you," the kangaroo said. "Now let me hear from your mother." "It is as she says," Marcella's mother added. "She came home with $50, not $100, Your Honor." When it came time for the wombat to give the story, he swore that he had lost $100, and the koala owed him the entire amount, not the half she said she found. The kangaroo listened carefully and thumped her tail on the ground as she turned the matter over in her mind. "Here's my decision," the kangaroo finally said. "I believe you are both telling the truth." "They are both telling the truth," the crowd murmured, confused. "But since you, sir, lost $100 and the koala found only $50, the money she found cannot be yours. Therefore, she gets to keep the $50 and you will have to look elsewhere for your money." The wombat began to sputter. Then he adjusted his hat and pushed his way through the crowd. The gathering let out a little roar and then a round of laughter. Come on, Mama, Marcella said. Let's buy some berry ice cream. Marcella offered to buy a cone for the judge, but the kangaroo refused. The two koalas returned home and played cards half the night, wondering what they were going to do with their new found treasure. We all find things at one time or another. What do you think Marcella should have done with the money? Good question. I hope you enjoyed our story. Until next time, stay fabulous. Bye.